roundhouse
Yeah.
on wake up, and you just have to respect it. But he parried it the very first hit, so it was good timing.
I'm telling you right now, Ryu's the best character in the game.
I think he has probably the most all-round solid. Yeah,
well,
potential to become the best.
Yeah, and the fact that first of all he hits like a tank. He can take it, right?
Yeah.
He has a good V trigger.
Potential. I'm gonna say potentially best because right now everybody's so balanced.
Yeah.
But if I had to pick an option for who's gonna be the best, from a competitive standpoint, I don't really know. But from probably just a commentary seat, from what I've seen, I still think that Ken might be the best, even though people say he's not so good.
Well, Ken, obviously, but
yeah, he has options, man. Loads of options.
Ryu has decent buttons. He has decent normals. He has a standard anti-air. He has a shoulder fight it. He has a parry. This is really unfair, and you can map parry to a button. So,
which it is kind of. I don't think you should be allowed to do that.
No, you can't because you were able to do it in Street Fighter 4.
True.
What's up, Daz? You can set a focus to a button rather than do the actual focus itself.
True. I mean, I guess it's the same thing. It's just surprising that it's actually a mixture tonight of players, which is cool because we get to see everything. I've gotten to see Birdie so far, Chun-Li. Yeah. I haven't seen any Charlies. I got to see Eve, got to see Laura. I mean, everybody's expanding and checking out different characters.
Okay, guys, we're in the building. This is, for those who don't know, this is a World Esports Council sanctioned event. The first inaugural match is a mirror, and they have Karen.
It's not so bad. It honestly, Karen versus Karen, it's kind of whoever gets pressure first and doesn't make a mistake on their pressure because both players should know what to look for. Good palm. So, I mean, I guess as a Cammy player in this matchup, if I was to be fighting myself as Karen, I'd be looking for kind of like a lot of the Rekkas and the dashes that people are going to be doing, but I would be looking for more of the up kicks and I believe it's her quarter circle forward punch, which is her overhead. That could be easily stuffed in between combos, so people should be looking for those things.
No one should ever be getting hit low right here.
Yeah.
You should always block low and look for the overhead.
She doesn't really have too many options for overhead anyway, so you can force her to do that.
Round 2.
Yes. It's beautiful.
Fight.
So Sway taking that first one. I think Moose has to kind of work on his spacing a little bit and not do the dash-ins. I believe he's the blue one. Yeah. Those dashes are going to get him killed. It's not safe. It's not invul either. So Sway is playing everything right here. He's actually building meter, even when he gets knocked down and Moose isn't recovering.
Moose fading, red or the blue?
Sway is in red.
This background is ridiculous.
Yeah, actually, it's funny. I think people need to pay a little bit more attention in this game to stun meter because once after you do like maybe one solid hit confirm into a little bit of damage, it's almost like a quarter or half. Stun meter is already up. So if people are doing bread and butters, usually they go about 200 stun meter. That's like right now, Moose already has so much meter, he shouldn't let the pressure go.
Yeah.
And that's something that people are going to start learning.
It's not as easy to keep the pressure on in this version of Street Fighter.
I don't know. I think it is because honestly, it depends who you're playing against, obviously. Like Ryu or something like that. If you're fighting against Ryu, your pressure isn't going to be as super solid. Or if you're fighting against anybody who has a good DP. But with proper structure on footsies and actually maximizing your damage, like you saw Sway just got like 75% stun meter. All he has to do from there is just pressure and bait Moose into doing something even more. And I think once players get used to that, stun is really high and it's going to happen more often. And Sway actually kind of trying to set up for some jump-in mix-ups. It's really hard to see them in this game. Some of them actually land in front very often now. Moose actually putting up a really good defense here. This might be a good opportunity.
Day one jumps.
Yeah.
Everyone's jumping.
This game makes you want to jump because it's not like Street Fighter 4 where it forces you to play very...
It's like Street Fighter.
Yeah. it's
Spin that.
Very nice. Moose finally getting his bearings. I don't know, it's kind of like everybody kind of doesn't want to make a mistake early, but they're trying to read each other. So one thing I did talk to Sway about, he said he just wants to hit buttons, so maybe he's not trying to really read the player as much as just setting up for his own playstyle.
That's not going to work in this game. It has never worked in any Street Fighter.
True. But, I mean, there's so much pressure in this game. For day one, probably week 1 or 2, I think people are going to be able to get away with it.
Is that Hanzo in the background from Samurai Showdown?
I think it is. Oh, man. I actually like a lot of the artwork that they've done for just the backgrounds now. Yeah. I like, honestly, I liked Cross Tekken. It just didn't run properly. So I haven't really seen people use the V reversals as much. I think people are a little still hesitant to understand when to use it. So